Today, we're talking about how to start a hair business in 2024.
All right, to get started with your hair business, you're probably going to want to set up the legal side first. So on the legal side, you're probably going to want to set up an LLC. The easiest thing for you to do is to first go to the IRS website and get a tax ID. Once you have that, you can go to the Secretary of State and then register your business. You might want to check out with the United States Patent and Trademark Office first to make sure you're not trying to register a name that's trademarked. And then once you have that set up, then you can go and set up a business bank account. It's really important for you to keep your personal finances separate from your business finances.
After you focus on the legal side, then you want to jump into getting all of your social media, your domain name, your email situated. So you want to make sure that you have an email address that is going to be either like an info or something at whatever your website name is. We cannot stress this enough. You do not want to be doing business with a Yahoo, Gmail, AOL, Comcast email address. You want to present yourself as professional. So you're going to get a professional email address. So make sure you go on all social platforms, whether you plan on using them all currently or not. You want to go and register your Instagram, your Facebook, your TikTok, your Threads, your Pinterest, whatever social media accounts. You want to make sure that you go on and reserve those names on there. And if anyone has those names already, you can kind of, if you've already done your legal, typically people will kind of look beforehand, but if you didn't and your name is already taken, you can do some variations of it. So maybe it's your business name .beauty or something like that. But you want to make sure that you have all of your social media records solidified.
Then you have to start thinking about, are you going to do wholesale or are you going to do hair drop shipping? So drop shipping has become really popular over the last 5 years. And what it does is allows you to sell a lot of different products without having to inventory them yourself. You're basically buying the product immediately as you sell it. So you don't have to pack and ship orders. Now you can wholesale hair extensions and doing so is great, but it really limits you unless you have a huge budget. Generally, it can cost over $10,000 to stock a good amount of hair because you're going to want to have all the popular textures: body wave, loose wave, deep wave, straight, kinky curly. And then of course, you're going to have matching closures and frontals, transparent and HD lace. You have 2x6 closures, 4x4 closures, 5x5 closures, 13x4 frontals, 13x6 frontals. You can see how all this can add up really quick. And then what happens if your customer wants 2 of a certain frontal and you don't have it? Then it becomes a problem. So it's going to really depend on if you think you can sell a lot in the beginning, but a safe way is to use drop shipping.
After you determine if you're going to do drop shipping or wholesaling, you want to get your website done. And so you want to make sure that you have a clear idea as to which one you're going to do, because that is going to determine what type of website you set up. Again, drop shipping is going to be a very great option for people who are just starting out, who do not have the investment money to invest in a whole bunch of hair to have hair on hand. So what you can do is utilize Dropship Beauty, which is an app on Shopify that you can integrate into your website. And this will allow you to add all of the different products that Dropship Beauty has available for you to actually sell to your clients. The great thing about it is that if there's certain items that you don't want to sell or you don't want to have on your website, you can exclude those and you don't need to upload those to your website. So it doesn't have to be a website with 50,000 products on it. You could have 5 products, 10 products, 30 products, 50 products, 100 products, whatever the case may be. But you want to make sure that you get your website built out so that it is beautiful, user-friendly. That is a really big thing. You want to make sure your website is user-friendly. That way people going to your website do not have a hard time trying to check out on your website.
Now, as you're setting up your website, you're going to want to start thinking about marketing. You're probably already going to be posting coming soon on social media, but then you also have to think about email marketing, SMS marketing, and then integrating with Facebook, Instagram, TikTok Shop. These are all things that's going to take a little bit of time to set up, but is really going to help your business grow. Then you want to start thinking about creating lists, your email list, your SMS text list. Every follower on every platform, think of that as a list for your business, and those are people that you can market to. Now, you can give discounts to start getting email addresses and phone numbers. You can create hair care guides. You can offer free shipping on their first order. There's a lot of different variations of what you can do with your website. I usually recommend testing a few out. Immediately, you're going to want to start blogging. I would say start writing blog articles about your products and how to care for them. So maybe an article about how to care for your hair extensions, how to install a wig. It really depends on the exact products you're selling. But if you're going to start a hair business in 2024, you want to realize that it's not just about selling, it's informing your customer about how to use your products and services.
So now you're to a part where you need to start thinking about branding. And to be perfectly honest, a lot of this stuff may be happening simultaneously. So you want to start thinking about, what are your brand colors? What type of things do you want to offer to your clients in their packaging? You want to keep at the front of your mind that this is an experience. You're not just selling hair extensions, sending them to your clients and hoping that they purchase again. You want to make sure that from start to finish, it is a seamless and great experience. That is why we talked about the user-friendly website. But now you want to make sure that you have some very nice packaging that your customers will love. I don't know if you've ever gotten something in the mail where they literally just threw it in a box, sent it to you, you open it, and you're like, wow, I was really looking forward to this, but it came in like this ugly packaging. You don't want your customers to be like that. So what you want to do is look at the most cost efficient thing will probably be to get silk customized bags. And those can be found on private label extensions. But the branding is going to be a very, very big part of getting started with your hair business. So you can do the custom silk bags, which they come in a variety of different colors. You can add your logos on the bags. They also have tags for you to utilize to wrap around your bundles. There are boxes that you could do. We typically don't recommend utilizing boxes to start with because they cost a ton of money to ship. So the idea when you're first getting started is to keep your expenses low. That way you're not dishing out a lot of money before you're actually making some profit and revenue coming in. So you want to focus on, what does your branding look like so that your customer is having the best customer experience as possible.
What's going to make your hair business successful in 2024 is consistency. I'm talking about consistency through all aspects of your business. This includes your marketing, your blogging, your social posting, continually learning about how to grow your business. Zakira talked earlier about the branding and the first impression. This is so important because acquiring a new customer is much more expensive than getting a second order from a current customer. So the key will be for you to be very consistent on all aspects of your hair business. This includes customer service, replying to emails quickly, and just having an overall great image of your brand presented online.
Yes. So next you want to make sure, we talked about all of these different things from legal aspect to some marketing to websites to branding to being consistent. Now you want to think about, how are you going to actually launch your hair brand? There's no way that you're going to just start posting, I have a hair brand, buy my hair, and people are going to start buying your hair. You want to really think about, what is going to be your launch strategy? Again, we are in 2024, so people are engaging and being very active with video, with user-generated content, with a lot of social media, with pictures and all those things. So you want to make sure, get out of your own way. You're going to have to start recording some content, some videos. But when you're launching your hair business, you want to at least have minimum, I would say 15 posts to start with that you can spread out over 3 weeks or so. You want to make sure that you have posts, and not just posts that are like, I launched a hair brand, buy my hair. You don't want buy. You want to at least break it up to the 80-20 rule. If you're not familiar with the 80-20 rule, the 80-20 rule is going to be 80% engaging, entertaining, informing, all of those different things. 20% selling. So you're only indirectly selling to your audience 20% of the time. So you want to make sure that you're adding a lot of value. Some things that you could include are how to wash hair extensions, because sometimes you're not washing your hair extensions the same way that you're actually washing your natural hair. Maybe different types of hair extensions to use for certain hair types. Maybe different types of styles that you can do with a sew-in or a quick weave. Just different things that are going to engage people to your social media platform, to your business, not just buy.
In this video, we talk a lot about wholesale, drop shipping, and a lot of other resources. In the description below, I have links to everything you need.
If you want to learn more about how to start a hair business, make sure you like and subscribe this video for more updates.
Now, when you're starting a hair business in 2024, it's just like any other year. It's a new business. Don't get frustrated because you are going to start with 0 followers on Instagram and social media. You're going to have 0 email subscribers, 0 traffic. Everybody starts at 0. It's okay. The key is you have to keep the momentum going. You cannot slow down. If you're looking for another resource, check out my hair business masterclass. I have a link in the description. It is a large group of like-minded individuals, and we're all learning and growing together to help grow hair businesses, beauty businesses alike.
Thanks for watching How to Start a Hair Business in 2024.